Hello, everyone. I'm trying to see your comments here. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my live session. I was gone last week.
Hello, everyone.
I was out of town most of the week, and that's why I wasn't able to come on live.
See your comments
But
here.
I am back here, very, very enthusiastic about
Welcome
being
back
here
to my live
and
session. I was gone
doing
last
this live
week.
session. Let me just get rid of this
I was out of
reverb.
town most of the week, and that's why I wasn't able to come on.
Okay. Okay, so there was a reverb over there, so I had to turn that off. So welcome to the live session returned on the topic of letting go to attract abundance and prosperity. This is a very powerful tool that I have used for a number of years, and it always works in order to attract something better, something even more motivational, even more inspirational, even more magical. And it really works. So I really want to talk about this topic and delve into it and answer any questions that you may have on this topic or in other topics. I think this is one of the fundamental laws of the universe. Let me just turn off my phone. One of the fundamental laws of the universe is to be able to let go in order to receive. So let's get going with it. Just before we get going, I want to also remind you again about my 69 moons, Yu Ping Fan San Plus, which helps to support your healthy immune system, and Xiaoya San's Plus helps to support, focus, calm your mind, ease the spirit. And these two formulas are based on traditional Chinese medicine, TCM formulas. We added additional herbs to the formulas in order to make it even better. So basically take the Yu Ping Fang Sun Plus every single day, and I take Xiaoyao Sun Plus as I need it. So they're formulas that I really believe in, and I'm a huge fan of TCM. So let's get started. Let's clear the energy of the room first, and then let's dive into the topic of letting go in order to attract abundance. Just relax, breathe naturally, focus on the now. Dear God, angel, spirit, I said, Masters, divine creator, thank you so much for allowing us to open this sacred space. Thank you so much for allowing us to open this topic of letting go in order to attract prosperity and abundance. Thank you so much for removing any low frequency energies in this room, in this space that do not serve the highest and best good of the beautiful viewers here. Thank you so much for allowing this session to move with flow, ease, serenity, peace, and for the messages to flow to the viewers as they should be. Thank you so much, Alice. And so it is. Okay. So welcome, everyone. So if you have any questions while I am talking, please ask the questions on the chat area. It's a privilege and honor to see all of you here. So the topic of being able to let go in order to receive abundance is basically one of the most powerful tools in the manifestational playbook. It really is. The laws of the universe is all about flowing energy, right? All manifestations that happen in your life, whether it's health, whether it's money, whether it's career, whether it's business, whether it's relationships, all is in the premise of energy. All of that energy makes physical manifestations happen. So the thing is in order to receive abundance, to receive prosperity, because that's what you're looking for, whether it's love, career, relationships, whatever it is, in order to receive that abundance, you've got to make that energetic space. You've got to make that energetic space. So let me give you an example so you really understand and it really sinks in a deeper way what that really means. For example, if you're looking for, here's an example. If you're looking for love, for example, right? And you're like, Moon, I really am seeking love, I've been seeking love for the last 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is. I'm struggling to find love, right? And I don't know why I have not been able to find love, find my soulmate, find my partner. This is something that a lot of people go through and want to find that love. And so by saying that, why am I not finding it? Am I good enough? Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not attractive enough. Maybe I'm this, maybe I'm that. They're creating a lot of resistant energy with the thoughts and the words and how they speak about themselves. There's a huge resistant energy. Or they may say something like, you know what, there's not enough good men out there. Where are they? There's no more good men out there. So all of this talk and language is really basically clogging up that energy of allowing that person to flow in. And it's also saying to you that if I do not have a person in my life, then my happiness is subpar. That's what you're basically saying. That in order for me to be happy, that person has to be in my life. So you're making your happiness conditional based on that person coming into your life. Now, whenever you make something conditional, you're creating restraint. You're creating clogs in the energetic system. It's like the energy has to flow so that that partner, you're introduced to that partner, right? The energy flows, and as it flows, you naturally meet like this. This is how it goes. But if you're all clogged up, you put a dam up, you're trying to meet that person, even though the universal forces wants to send you that person, you've got a dam up. And so every time that person, the universe is trying to send it, there's a block. There's a block. It's just a clog. Bam, bam. It's constant clog, 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 clog. And so that person can't come into your experience naturally and organically. And so what it is every time that you say that I'm not good enough, or there's not good people out there, or you're saying that I'm frustrated, that you're making having somebody in your life a condition for your happiness. That's basically what you're saying, that if that person comes into my life, that is when I'm going to be happy. Only when that person comes into my life. As long as I am single, I am unhappy. I'm not living my best life. And that's a clog to that energetic flow. You're creating barriers. You're creating a dam. You're creating a wall. And so this is what the power of letting go really is about, is can you let go, not just mentally, but emotionally? Can you let go that your happiness is based on having that person in your life? Can you let go of that? Not just mentally, but also emotionally, because the emotion is what signals out to the universe. You have a thought, and as you keep repeating the thought, the emotions then come. And as the emotions then come, you're putting that energetic signal out there. And so are you able to let that go? Are you able to let go of that premise, that condition? Are you able to say, you know what? I let go truly in a deep, profound way. My emotions, every cell of my body says, it's okay that I'm alone. My happiness isn't based on a condition that somebody must be in my life to be happy. That I could find peace, joy, and happiness right now as my life is in this single its status. Does that mean you're going to be single forever? No, doesn't mean it. The universe knows what your intention is. The universe knows what your desire is. But why hasn't that come to fruition, that manifestation? Is because you weren't able to let go of that energy. You weren't able to let go of that. You have to let it go. And here's an example. It happened in my life. I told you, This is a very powerful tool of letting go because I have seen results in my life using this tool. So when I moved from the East Coast to the West Coast, I was in my 30s when I moved, and my mother is very old generation Korean, and old generation Asian parents and family, they expect you to get married, especially if you're a woman. You've got to get married. That's an expectation. And if you don't get married, something is wrong with you. The society sees something is wrong with you. And so I was on the phone with my mom, and I had made a very conscious decision when I moved to West. I said, you know what? At some point, I made a very conscious, deliberate decision that I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay if I'm by myself or if somebody comes into my life. I made a very conscious decision about that. And I had done a call with my mom, and she said to me, well, did you find anybody? Did you meet anybody? What's going on in your life? I said, Mom, I have not met somebody, but I'm going to tell you something. I am totally okay. If I meet somebody, that's great. If I don't meet somebody, that's okay too. I am prepared to go on this journey as the way it should. I am prepared to let that go, that I have to have somebody in my life. And can you believe, as soon as I let that go, I literally let it go to the universe. Within 1 year, I met my husband. Only a couple of months after that, I met my husband and got married within a year. The power, and it's because I just let it all go. I let it go. Does that mean that you have to let go of some vision that you have for the future? No, that's not what that means. What you're saying is you have a vision, but you're surrendering the journey to the universe to show you whether the path takes it this way, or the path takes it this way, or the path takes it this way, or the path takes it this way. You're surrendering that journey, and you're saying to yourself, okay, journey, okay, universe, okay, God, I don't know exactly the way it's going to go, but I'm on the ride for this journey. I'm on the ride. It's about the journey and not the destination. I'm going to make the journey as adventurous as I can. How can I revel in the journey? How can I revel in this journey of expansion and growth and not be so obsessed about the outcome? When you become obsessed about the outcome and then you don't see it happening in your manifestational experiential life, you get frustrated, you get angry, you get resentful, you get depressed, you feel like God is failing you, you feel like society is failing you, you feel like, why am I here, right? Right? And as you keep obsessing more and more about this unfairness of why it's not happening for me, the more angry you become, the more resentful you become, the more hate you have. And trust me, I have had all of those emotions in my life at some point in my life. And have I completely let go of every emotion? No. I'm a human being still making progress. I'm still making progress. And so that's why the power of letting go of what you think you should have, or that expectation, letting go of that and detaching, starting to not detach that vision because you have that vision, but detaching from how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to be A, B, C, D, E, F. That expectation of how it should look like is what you want to let go. You want to let go of that journey. Oh, okay, it's going to go this way. Oh, but maybe the journey will take me this way and I'm okay with it. And the reason why people have such a hard time of letting go is because we have fear of change. Change is a very, very fearful thing. It's a very fearful thing for most of us. We don't want change. We want that familiarity. because change is the unknown, and unknown can be fearful, right? That's why it's hard to let it go. It's hard to let that go. Okay, hello, Winnie 888. Welcome. Wonder Woman Babe 1. Oh, I love that, Wonder Woman. How to really let go and at the same time know the vision is happening. Do we have to lie to ourselves with words to make my subconscious believe it to actually really let go? I focus on other things. That's a really great question. How do you let go at the same time know the vision is happening? Okay. When you have a vision and you truly let it go, you're not concerned about that outcome. You're not concerned about that vision. What you're saying to the universe is because your statement, as it says, and I think your question is brilliant. First of all, Wonder Woman Babe, it is brilliant question. Is that what your question states is that I have this vision and I'm going to try to let it go, but I'm not really letting it go. You hear what I'm saying? With the statement that you're making, you're not really letting it go. Because if you really let it go, however that vision pans out, it pans out and you're okay with it. Let the universe take care of that vision. You hear what I'm saying? The universe is going to make it happen. Does that mean you're going to sit there and do nothing? No, that's not what this means. It means that you are going on for a journey. So as you set that vision, you say, okay, step 1, what do I do? You pay attention to life. You pay attention to your gut. You pay attention to your higher self. You pay attention to the flow of energy, and then you make your decision to go in this direction. And then you take that step and you see what the results of that step is. And then based on the results of that step, again, you pay attention to life. You pay attention to your gut. You pay attention to your higher self. You pay attention to spirit guides. You pay attention. And then you make the next step. And while you're doing this, while you're taking step by step by step, you're not so much worried about that vision. You're saying that vision, the universe can bring you something even greater than that vision that you have no idea about. I remember Oprah saying, my God, I didn't realize how big the universe had for me. I knew that I was going to do something important, but I didn't realize how big that was going to be. So all you're doing is focusing your attention in the steps and the power of now. I take care of today and tomorrow will take care of itself. I take care of today and tomorrow will take care of itself. And you're letting go of that tomorrow, whatever that result is. So if the result goes in this direction, not exactly the way you expected, because you took that one step, you say, oh, okay, that's interesting. It didn't go exactly as I expected, but there's something to learn about what's going on here. There's a purpose to why it happened that way, right? And then you use your gut, you use your higher self, you use the flow of energy to say, okay, now based on this, I'm going to now do this. It's not exactly what I thought I was going to do, but that's okay. It's okay that it wasn't exactly the way I thought it was going to happen. Because so as you keep doing that step by step, you're letting go of that vision. You have that vision, it's there, but you're not attached to it so much. Your happiness is not contingent upon that vision happening the way you expect it to happen, because it might happen even more greater, more beautiful, more magical than you expected. This is the reason why you set that vision out into the universe and then you let it go. And then you allow the journey of life to now take place. That's where you focus. So you're not concerned about whether the vision is happening. Everything is happening. the universal forces is happening. It's about how much can you be in let go now and be in the flow now, so that vision will be even greater than what you expected. You get what I'm saying? So that's why it's about the power of what you do today, what you do now. Not being so focused on that vision. Oh, is that vision still happening? Is that vision still happening? That's creating kind of that resistant energy. You want to put that vision, write down the vision, say it out loud, put it out there, and then say, now, universe, I am going to go for a ride. I am going to go for a ride. I'm going to see how it takes me. The journey. It's about the journey. Oh, I'm going to take step 1. Let me see how that goes. Oh, didn't quite go the way I thought. That's okay. There's a reason why it didn't quite go. Maybe the universe is trying to shift me into a different direction, a better direction, right? You see, you want to keep your thought, your mind, and your heart open and malleable and flexible. You want to be like that bamboo tree that goes, the wind, when the wind is strong, the bamboo goes like this, it bends. And then it bends again. Because if the wind is strong and the bamboo tree can't bend, what's going to happen to that bamboo tree? It's going to break. It's going to go. So as you're moving through this journey, you want to be able to bend like the bamboo tree. Go with the wind. You want to be able to be flexible, amenable. That's a successful person. Okay. Okay. So I hope that I helped you to answer that question, Wonder Woman, babe. It was a beautiful question. Thank you so much. Hello, Colorful Chaos. Hello, Simi. Hello, Christy. Great to see you, Christy. Michelle Lindy, hi. Can I have a general reading, please? Michelle Lindy, I no longer do any tarot or I Ching oracle readings because there were too many scammers that were trying to scam you, pretending to be me, offering you private messages for money. So I decided to cut that energy out. It's about protecting the bubble, protecting energetically. So I wanted to protect you. I wanted to protect me. So I said, you know what? I asked the universe, what is it that you want me to do? Do you want me to stop? And I got an answer, yes. So that's why I stopped. But these sessions are just as valuable. So if you have a question, let me know and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Okay. Christy Rosario. I know you are right, but it's hard to let go. But I see things work out better when I can. Yes, you're absolutely right, Christy Rosario. It is hard to let go. It is hard to let go because in letting go, you have to have trust and faith, right? Trust and faith. And when things might not be going so good in your life, or you're seeing what's going around you, it's hard to have trust and faith, right? And how do you have trust and faith in something that you cannot see already, right? How can you have trust? Because humans, we are 5 sense beings. When our soul came into this physical form, God gave us the sense of seeing, the sense of smell, the sense of taste, the sense of hearing, the sense of touching, right? These are the 5 senses, the physical senses that we were given. And that is the reason why, as humans, you want physical things, the relationship, the job, the money, the house, the car, right? These are all physical things because our soul is in a body that's physical. That's physical. So if you're not seeing something in front of you, right, that you want, it's hard to trust and have faith in the process, right? But all of that physical thing that you want is coming out of something non-physical. Everything physical that you want comes out of a metaphysical state of being. That is infinite possibilities. Infinite possibilities. But because we all are this physical being, We want to see it. We want to smell it. We want to touch it. We want to feel it. And that's what trips you up. That is what trips you up. And so you're saying to Moon, you're asking me to have faith in something that I cannot see. And I'm saying yes. And the reason why you have faith in something that you cannot see is because all things that you see comes out of things that you cannot see. All things that come out of seeing comes out of the unseeing first. That's the way it goes. Everything, all physical manifestation comes out of this higher consciousness level of energy that you cannot see. That is the reason why. And so you're putting your faith in the infinite wisdom of those energetic universal forces that is so powerful, that is so wise, what you may call God, because this energy has an intelligent awareness. And that intelligent awareness, when you tap into it correctly and play by the rules of the universe, not rules of man, rules of the universe. Am I saying to do illegal things? No, that's not what I'm saying here. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when you could tap into the rules of the universal forces of how things manifest, the rules, the game, you can play the universal force game. You have a leg up over everybody, over everyone. Because these universal forces are so powerful. They're so wise. They work. It's that the human mind doesn't really quite understand it. And that's why you have faith in it. You have faith because we don't know exactly. We know how it works on a frequency level, but beyond that, our minds are quite not there to truly understand it in a much more deeper, profound way. That's where we have trust. That's where we have faith. And that's why you keep training yourself to have faith. You have trust. That's why I say, you know what? One of the mantras I say, I don't know exactly how it's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I know it's happening. I know the universal forces is taking care of everything. I trust in it more. I have faith in it more. Things are always working out for me. That's Abraham Hicks' favorite mantra. Things are always working out for me. I don't know exactly how. I don't need to know how. I don't need to know when. What I do is take care of today. Take care of today. And I keep my faith. I know that somehow it's all going to come together in ways that I can't even know. I can't even see. The puzzle is coming. One puzzle is being put, another puzzle, another piece of the puzzle, another piece of the puzzle, another piece of the puzzle is being dropped. Every single time you're in that flow and you have that trust and faith, you're dropping another piece of the puzzle right in there. And then the next day, you're dropping another piece of the puzzle until you see that the puzzle starts to get complete. And one day you're like, oh my God, I see why I had to go through all that I went through. I understand. I understand now more the bigger picture of why I went through what I went through in the past 5 years, the 10 years, whatever, 20 years. I get it. I see the bigger picture here because we're in the picture. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so thank you so much for Christy for that beautiful, beautiful statement. I hear you and I agree with you. Winnie 888, I feel the toughest part is when we tell our mind to let it go. Our mind often works the opposite way. Yes, and the reason why it works the opposite way is because you've been trained. It's called conditioning. It's called indoctrination. It's called habit. Your mind has been trained to think a specific way, in a way that's limiting, in a way that limits you, limits your belief, limits who you are, limits what universal forces can bring. It's and society has trained us this way. Our parents have trained us this way. Our grandparents have been trained. We've all been programmed, right? By societal forces, by ancestor forces, by the people that our parents who have maybe good intention for us, but they were also trained with limited beliefs, right? So how do you expect them to open their mind when they've been conditioned? It's all called conditioning. And that's what we're seeing right now on the whole planet. It's just massive conditioning. Now, some conditioning is good when you're trying to make a positive impact in the world and you love compassion. That's good conditioning, right? But some conditioning is very destructive, and we're seeing that. So the thing is that you want to recondition, reprogram. That's why it's a practice. You've got to practice. One of the mantras that I use all the time is, the more I let go, the more I receive. The more I let go, the more I receive. It's so true. The more you let go, the more you receive. Okay, so Winnie 888, my question is how to effectively let it go. Training, practice, reconditioning. Have an awareness. What am I thinking? What is my thought? When I want this, let's say you say, oh, I want that job. Pay attention. What is your mind saying right now about that job that you want? Or I want that lover, or I want that soulmate. What is your mind saying right now to yourself about having that soulmate? It's just saying that, yes, I deserve a wonderful partner. Do you think and feel that I deserve somebody who honors me? Or are you thinking and feeling, I don't quite deserve that person? Are you saying to yourself, that person is in a different level and I don't quite deserve that? So having to pay attention to what you keep constantly saying to yourself is very important. And then having and catching it and saying, pause. No, pause. I'm not going to say that anymore. Well, I'm going to try. I'm going to work to practice to not say it. And so the fact that you already have an awareness, an inner awareness that you're saying something to yourself that doesn't honor you, you're already 50% there. You're already 50% there. And then you say to yourself, how can I say this better? How can I say this better that makes me feel better? So if you see that person, you're like, that's the kind of person I want to have as my husband. You say, you know what? Maybe that person's not in my life right now, but I know that in the right timing, that type of person will be in my life, right? You could say something like that. Yes, that person isn't in your life, but I'm working to improve myself. I'm working on self-development. I'm working on myself. And at some point, that person is going to really be attracted to somebody like me, because I'm the essence of me is a beautiful person. The essence of me is unbelievable and extraordinary. I just have to raise that frequency to believe it, to feel it for myself. That's the gap here. The gap is that you are already extraordinary, but you're not consciously practicing that extraordinariness. And so there's that gap. And so you want to close that gap, because as you close that gap, as you align your thoughts, your emotions, every cell in your body feels that you are that special, extraordinary person. That's when that person comes in, because you've met that frequency. Okay, so it's a very good question. It's hard because it's practice. That's why you practice. You're welcome, Wonder Woman, babe. It was a beautiful question, and I really appreciate it. I learn from you as much as I hope that I provide value to you. I learn just as much. It's about the journey. Take care of today, and tomorrow will take care of yourself. That's right. Okay, Simi has a question. When letting go and being in the uncertainty, how do we take the right next step and follow the lead of higher self? Thanks. Yeah, that's a really good question. Okay, so when you're letting go, right, you're saying that I'm uncertain here of what's because I don't know. I don't see the physical manifestation. So I have to have trust and faith. And there's some level of uncertainty during that process. And so how do we know? How do we know what is the next right step to take? The next right step is to just pay attention. where is life, where is that energy flowing? So if, let's say you're trying to, let's say, start a business, or let's say you're trying to start a business, or maybe you're trying to find a job. Let's make that. You're trying to find a job. You said, Moon, I want to find a job in marketing, right? And you're like, I have a vision for working at this company, this beautiful company. And that's a vision that, and I'm going to become the director of marketing. That's what I see myself doing. That's a vision that I have, right? And so you're like, okay, universe, I'm willing to go on this journey. I'm willing to let go. I'm willing to let go. And I'm willing to be on the ride, however it takes me. I'm consciously making that decision right now to do that. So what do I do next? What is the next step? And so then that's when you really pay attention to the flow. You spend a little time meditating, imagination. You know, Einstein says imagination is your greatest thing. You spend some time in that meditative state, in that imaginary state of what are the possibilities that I could do now? What are the steps that I could do now? I could send out resumes. I could look online at websites that hire marketing people. I could talk to some people. I could try to find government resources. There's many things that you could do, right? Towards that goal. Maybe they're towards that goal. There are many things that you can do. And so you're kind of, you can write down all of the possibilities of what you want to do, and you could contemplate about that. And then what happens is life, the universal forces, if you have let it go, you says, okay, I'm open to different steps. I'm open to step A, step B, or step C, but I'm not sure which one to take right now, right? Universal forces will draw you to a step. It will say, it'll open a door. You say, oh my God. As soon as, I was telling my friend that during lunchtime that I'm looking for a marketing job, I'm just having lunch. And all of a sudden my friend says, oh my God, I know somebody in the marketing field that could maybe give you advice or whatever. Boom, that door has opened. You walk through that door. It says, yes, thank you. Let me take that step. Let me talk to this person. Maybe this person knows other people. You see, that's how it goes. The universe starts to think, you set that intention, you trust in the process, and as you're moving through life, bam, a door opens. You go through that door. And then you see the result of what happens. Maybe you talk to that person, and that person says, yeah, this is kind of, I'm giving you advice, and these are my suggestions, and you listen to those suggestions. Doesn't mean that everything that that person says is correct. Not necessarily. You have to also be very discerning. Is what this person's saying resonate with me? That's very important. Does it resonate with me? If it resonates with you, then you take that advice. If it doesn't resonate with you, you let it go. Because then your universe will open up another door. So then maybe you say, okay, let me do some research online. You start to do research, a little research. Let me look into some employment websites or whatever, or human resource or HR people on LinkedIn, right? All of a sudden, something will pop up that you'll see on screen that feels like, I should reach out to that person. Again, without having any expectation of what that result might be, because you keep on taking these steps and it keeps leading you more and more. The energy, you're just in the flow, but you're not expecting anything. You're not saying, oh, I'm going to talk to this person and I'm going to expect that I'm going to get a job out of this. Don't have those expectations. Again, those expectations don't put you in the flow. Say, oh, okay, I talked to this person. These are the things that I got out of it. And the other things that this person said, it doesn't resonate with me. I'm grateful for the time. I'm grateful for the time. And one or two things that this person said, it resonates with me. Thank you. And then you can say, you can also say, do you know other people that I should talk to? You see how it goes? It's just, where is the door opening? Where is the flow going? That's the step that you take. The flow, the flow, the flow. Where's the door opening? Even if it opens a little bit, you take that step. Where's the door opening again? You take that step. Okay. Okay. So I hope that answers your questions. I understand. It's like, what do I do, Moon? Totally get it. It's a great question. Hi, the great goddess. How are you? Skylar. Hi, Skylar. How are you? Okay. Hello, Moon. How do you shift your mindset if you realize you have been conditioned by situational patterns in life? Right. That's a great question, right? Because we've all been conditioned and programmed. And so there might be programming that you have for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, depending on your age, right? Again, it's about paying attention to your thoughts and your feelings. Paying attention. That is number one, because you have to understand where you are at. Where's your mental emotional space right now, right? So having awareness of that is 50%. Really paying attention to your thoughts and your feelings, 50%. And then the other 50% is to say something that makes it more aligned with you, that honors you, that makes you feel better, even if it's 2 or 3% at that time. So as you keep practicing this, like I said before, like I gave that example, I want the soulmate. I see that person and I don't think that person, you might say, oh, that person is too good for me. I don't think I could ever get that person in my life. And you have an awareness of that, right? Oh, stop, pause. Why did I just say to myself, I can't get that person. That person's not good enough. Why did I say that? Pause, pause. What can I say now that feels true, that feels authentic, that doesn't feel like, just something I made up, right? But that feels true, that is better. I could say something like, you know what? I'm working on myself right now. And each day my vibrational frequency lifts more and more to it. And at some point, and in divine timing, I will meet somebody like that, just in the right timing, right? That feels authentic. It doesn't feel fake. That I'm working on myself. I'm working on my self-worth right now. And every day I get a little better and I have a little bit more self-worth. And in the right timing, it'll all happen for me. I'll meet my soulmate, right? You could say that, right? So, and you keep practicing that over and over and over and over and over again. It's practice. So that's why I have tricks. I have things in my window. When I wake up and I go to the bathroom and I look at my window, I have signs that say, you could have saying something, Moon, you could say, Winnie or Skylar, you are unconditionally worthy. Again, right before you go to bed, listen to tapes with your voice on it that says things that make you feel worthy. So again, that's another tool. There's lots of tools that you can employ to, again, keep reconditioning that mind. And I have lots of videos about that. I have so many videos about reconditioning, using guided meditations, being aware, looking at things that make you feel worthy, letting go of people in your life that do not support you, that do not lift you up. Let those people go. Those people that do not lift you, let them go. Those people that do not support you, the people that put you down or that feel toxic, let them go. Bless them on their journey and let them go. You see? So that it all takes practice. And trust me, it's been years and years that I've been practicing. Simi, it's so interesting you gave the example of marketing, because I actually work currently in communications and marketing. Thanks so much, but your advice gives me so much help that is practical too. Wonderful, Simi. Simi works at, okay, for those of you who are looking for a marketing job, reach out to Simi. I'm just kidding, Simi. Reach out to Simi. Yeah. Marketing is such an important part of any anybody or any business. And I think people who are great marketers are one of the most creative people that I have ever met. It takes tremendous creativity to be good at marketing. And so I commend you, Simi. It is not an easy field. Okay, so does anybody else have a question during this about this topic about letting go? Okay, just to really summarize quickly, it's that you set a vision for what it is that you want, that big vision. You write it down, and then you tell the universe, universe, I'm going to now surrender that vision to you. And I'm now ready to go on a journey of expansion and growth. Whichever way it takes me, I'm willing to ride that wave. So I go this way, and all of a sudden I realize I've got to go this way. That's okay. I'm flexible. I'm amenable. I keep my heart and mind open. I'm not going to try to stick to one way. I'm going to go this, and then I'm going to go this. I'm going to go this. And I know that vision is there. It's always there. And I know that I trust in you, universal forces, to allow that vision to manifest in magical ways the way it should. It might not exactly look like what I expected, but that's okay. It's okay that it didn't look exactly like what I expected. It might be far better than what I expected, but I'm not worrying about that vision. I'm going to put all of my attention in my self-awareness, my inner development, in the power of now, that I take care of today and tomorrow will take care of itself. And I take steps where doors are open for me. Doors are flowing. That's where I take the step. That's where I walk in to my next step. So that's basically summarizing of how you let it go. Don't be so attached to the don't be attached to the outcome. Don't be attached to how it should go, how it should look like, how it should pan out. Don't be attached to that. Let that go. And you will see the journey. There were times when there will be challenging times. Don't get me wrong. But those challenging times are there for a purpose. Is to teach you something so profound and valuable that you're expanding and growing. You're becoming more resilient. You're becoming more powerful. You're becoming more expansive, right? That's what those purpose of why we have these things happen in our life is to make us more resilient, make us more expansive, make us more resourceful. That's what that is. And you go on that journey and you'll see it's like riding the wave. You know how you're on the airplane and the airplane rides the turbulence and it goes like this and sometimes it feels bumpy? That's part of the journey. The airplane's not always going to go like this, right? We know that. Sometimes the airplane's going to go like this, right? And it feels like, oh my God. The other day I took this tiny little airplane where it's like only like very few, it's like you can't even, most people, so they're tall men, they couldn't even stand straight. They had to go like this. That's how small the airplane was. And I swear God was testing my faith. It was a bumpy ride. It was like, and the airplane was small, so you could feel it. And I was like, God, I know you're testing my faith. I know you're testing my faith. I'm going to make my faith stronger. I know, because if I'm supposed to be here, I'm going to be here. God tests our faith. We get tested. Be strong. Be resilient. Be resourceful. Okay? And know that the universe really, and God does really have your back. I know sometimes it's really hard to see that, feel that. I get it. That's where that trust and faith comes in. Okay? So, okay, everyone. Again, I just want to remind you, 69 moons, traditional Chinese medicine formulas, Yu Ping Fang Sun Plus, Xiaoya Sun Plus. I'm actually going to announce a discount for the spring. It's going to start in the Sunday. So look out for that discount promo code. Sunday through Sunday, you're going to get a discount on these formulas for the spring, to honor spring, the renewing of energies, the spring energies. Okay, so look out for that. And the it's at shop.yinyangliving.com. So let's do a closing prayer. And Just relax, breathe, be focused in the presence of now. Dear God, angel, spirit guides, and masters, divine creator, thank you so much for allowing us to open the sacred space. Thank you so much for allowing this topic of letting go in order to attract that abundance and prosperity. Please continue to bless these beautiful viewers, all of these beautiful viewers who are going on their journey of expansion and growth. Allow each one of us and allow each one of them to have more faith, more trust in things that they cannot see, smell, hear, or touch. Trust in the process, that energy flows to them, that you always have that back. Allow them to have more, gain more trust each day, each hour, each week, each month, each year, so that they may truly ride that wave of all of the magic you have for them. And sometimes we know that that ride will be bumpy, it will have challenges, but we know that that challenge is there for a purpose. It's to make us stronger, make each one of them stronger, more resilient, more resourceful, more expansive. So thank you so much for allowing us to talk on this topic. Allow us to be in flow with your energetic forces. Allow us to surrender fear, doubt, worries, concern, and let go. Have the vision, surrender that vision to you, and then go on the journey, because it's always about the journey and not the destination. So thank you for your continued support, your continued guidance, your continued protection, and most importantly, your unconditional love. And so it is. Namaste. So it is. Much love and blessings to all of you.